Good morning, children. This is your 11th physics. We are going to start with the chapter vectors. So let's start with some basics of vectors. Now, we have already studied in class 9th, and in the first chapter of your class 12th, we have studied about physical quantities. So physical quantities, children, they are those quantities which can be measured directly or indirectly, right, children? So these physical quantities, they can be classified into scalar quantities and vector quantities. So scalar quantities, they are, children, those quantities which require only magnitude. No direction is required for its complete description. For example, if I ask you, what is your mass? You will say, ma'am, my mass is 50 kg. After that, I won't ask you that in which direction your mass is 50 kg, right? Because for the description of mass, we do not require direction. We require only magnitude, the number, that is 50 kg. That is your mass. That's enough to describe your mass, right, children? So, scalar quantities are those quantities which can be described completely by their magnitude only, and no direction is required. Secondly, scalar quantities, they obey ordinary rules of algebra. Suppose I make you and I make Devyanshu and Akash. Suppose Divyanshu's mass is 50 kg and mass of Akash is also 50 kg. I make them sit on a wooden block which is of again 20 kg, which is of 20 kg. And now if I ask that what is the total mass of this system, then it will be mass of Divyanshu plus mass of Akash plus mass of the wooden block. So it is 50 plus 50 plus 20, and your mass of the total system comes out to be 120 kg. So, by using simple ordinary rules of algebra, by simple addition, you found out the resultant, the total mass. So, because mass was a scalar quantity. So, scalar quantities, they can be added by using the simple ordinary rules of algebra. Right? For example, scalar quantities are distance, mass, time, speed, temperature, right? This all we have done, right, children? Now let's talk about the vector quantities. What are vector quantities? Children, vector quantities, they are those physical quantities which require magnitude plus direction for its complete description. And vector quantities, we know they are velocity, displacement, acceleration, torque, right? There are many more. Momentum, acceleration, force, impulse, a lot, right? So, vector quantities, you cannot add them by simple algebra. No, you require to obey the rules of vector algebra. Your simple algebra cannot be used to add the vector quantities. You have to use the vector algebra. Right, children? So, these are your vector quantities. Now, children, graphically, if you want to represent a vector, then you can represent it by a straight line. So here you can see this is a straight line with a arrow on its head. मतलब एक arrow होता है उसके टिप पे, जिसे बोलते हैं tip or head of the vector. That is the tip or head of the vector. Now, the length of this line, इस लाइन की जो लेंथ होती है, that is proportional to the magnitude of the vector. Suppose if we are talking about velocity, and for velocity if we are drawing a vector, And suppose I draw the vector PQ of, suppose I draw it of 20 centimeter. So this thing 20 centimeter is proportional to velocity. हो सकता है the velocity is 20 kilometer per hour. So the length of the vector is proportional to the length of the straight line is proportional to the magnitude of the vector. So इसकी जो length है वो आप किस तरह draw करते हो? So that it represents the magnitude of the vector. And similarly, the starting point is represented by a dot. It is represented by a dot, and it is the starting point of your line, and so it is known as the tail or origin of the vector. It is the tail or the origin of the vector. Right, children? So here A is a vector. Here you can see this is A is a vector, and A is equal to PQ. So what is PQ over here? Children, we can see P is tail, Q is the tip, or it is the head. So vector A is same or it is equal to the vector PQ. Right? Now, if we talk about the magnitude, so magnitude of A will be represented by modulus. This sign is of what, beta? This is mod. You have done in your class 6th maths also. This is your modulus, right? So magnitude of the vector is given by either by the symbol, that is modulus of A, or simply A, right? Vector quantity, it has both. It is having magnitude plus direction. So agar we require the magnitude of the vector quantity, then magnitude can be represented by modulus or by the simple A. Right, children? So this is your vector. Now let's see the types of vectors. And we will see the few terms that are used in vectors. First, polar vectors. Polar vectors. So as the polar vectors, they are those vectors which are having a starting point, right? For example, we had drawn a vector like this. This was the tip of the vector, this was the head of the vector, and this was the tail of the vector, or it was the starting point, that is origin, or it is the point of application of the vectors. तो ऐसे vectors जिनका starting point होता है, they are called polar vectors, right? So all your distance, displacement, acceleration, momentum, they all come under polar vectors. Now let's talk about axial vectors. So children, axial vectors, as the word axis, you know, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, right? We are clear about this. So if the vectors, they are showing you the rotational effect, then rotation, children, it is not about a point. Rotation is along the axis. For example, the door in your room. So when you are opening the door or when you are closing the door is moving along the axis along which it is fixed on the wall, right? That is the axis along which the door is performing a rotational motion, right? So axial vectors, they usually represent rotational motion, rotational effect, and in that the displacement is along the axis of rotation. जो axis है उसके along rotation होता है, right children? And we can find its direction with right hand screw rule, and we will do this rule afterwards, but just remember that in axial vectors it is representing rotational effect and it acts along, what is this direction? It acts along the axis of rotation. Example, angular velocity, torque, angular momentum, etc. Right children? So these are your two types of vectors. There are many equal vectors. As the word say, equal means their magnitude is also equal, the direction is also same, both are same. So if here you can see in the picture, there are two vectors A and B. Their magnitude, their length is same, the direction is exactly same. They are parallel vectors, right children? So here the two vectors are A and B. They are said to be equal vectors. Why? Because they have equal magnitude and they are same direction. So vector A, देखो ए के ऊपर एरो लगाया हुआ है, इसका मतलब क्या होता है? वेक्टर ए. इसे आप कैसे रीड करोगे बेटा? वेक्टर ए. सो वेक्टर ए is equal to vector B. Right children? So a vector can be displaced from one point to another if its length and direction are not altered. आप वेक्टर को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह डिस्प्लेस कर सकते हो. यू कैन जस्ट पिक अप द वेक्टर एंड यू कैन मूव इट, but only in, mute yourself children, but only under that condition that its length does not change. उसकी जो length है that should remain same and उसका जो direction है वो change नहीं होना चाहिए. right children? चलो, next term is your modulus of a vector. So just now we did modulus, the two lines if we remember, modulus है ना बेटा? So modulus, what does it give? Magnitude. So modulus of a vector is the magnitude, right children? And it is represented either by mod or simple by A. Okay, so this is your modulus of a vector. Next is children, opposite vectors or negative vectors. Opposite or negative, they are same, right? Only the thing over here is the direction is opposite. They are not in the same direction, but the magnitude is same. So here as you can see, AB and BA, they have same length. So they are having equal magnitudes. But children, their direction is opposite, right? The starting point is A, this is towards B, and here the starting point is B and this is towards A. So as they are in opposite direction, they are called opposite vectors. So your vector AB is equal to vector BA. Yes, they are equal in magnitude, in length, but we are putting here a minus sign to show that its direction is opposite. So they are known as negative vectors or opposite vectors. Yes children? Chalo. Next is children, coplanar vectors. This term you have done in your maths also. Coplanar. So plane, their plane. Suppose all the vectors are in this plane. Here you can see there are three vectors A, B and C. They all lie in this plane of paper. This plane of paper they are there. So all these vectors, they are acting in the same plane. So they are known as coplanar vectors. Right children? So two vectors are always coplanar. So here vector A, B and C are your coplanar vectors because they are in the same plane. Okay. Chalo. Next is, this is also very common term in your maths, concurrent vectors. Concurrent is their point. They are intersecting at a point, right? Concurrent you have done in maths. They are intersecting at a common point. So here also that point, right? The point is common. Some point is common. So which point is common? Here the vectors which are acting on the same point. इस point पे ये तीनों vectors act कर रहे हैं. Vector A, B and C. So the vectors which are acting on the same point are called your concurrent vectors. Right children? So, and this and over here, they are not concurrent vectors. They are not intersecting at a point. They are not acting at a point. So they are non-concurrent vectors. Okay, coplanar vectors, concurrent vectors, right? Next is null vectors or zero vector. So vector तो है but उसकी magnitude zero है ना बेटा? So actually ये vector exist ही नहीं करता, but हमें ऐसा एक वेक्टर दिखाना है जिसका हम डायरेक्ट मतलब बताएं कि हाँ वो वेक्टर है, मींस मैग्नीट्यूड भले जीरो है बट डायरेक्शन है, राइट? सो अ वेक्टर हैविंग जीरो मैग्नीट्यूड इज कॉल्ड अ नल वेक्टर. हाउ? फॉर एग्जांपल, if you add a vector a to its negative vector, एक वेक्टर a है, सपोज दिस इज अ वेक्टर a और उसके ऑपोजिट में दिस इज a एंड दिस इज योर माइनस a, राइट? इफ वी ऐड देम बोथ, अगर हम वेक्टर्स को ऐड करते हैं तो हमें हमेशा वेक्टर ही मिलता है. तो अगर हम इसे ऐड करेंगे हमें बट ऑब्वियस वी विल गेट अ जीरो, बट on adding vectors we should always get a vector only, and so we are putting a vector over it and we are giving it a name, that is a zero vector or the null vector, right? So zero vector or null vector, it is having magnitude zero, so that is your null vector. Next is beta unit vector. Unit means one. Unit means one. Means the vector whose magnitude is one. जिसकी जो magnitude है वो कैसी है बेटा? one है. उस vector को क्या बोलेंगे बेटा हम? Unit vector, right? So unit vector is very important concept of this chapter. Unit vector is used to show the direction, right? How we will do in this chapter? So children, if I give you a vector, suppose this is a vector and vector unit vector is shown by a cap over his head. इसके ऊपर cap लगाते हैं, it means unit vector. So if we are having a vector a, this is our vector a, right children? So if I divide the vector a by its magnitude, अगर मैं वेक्टर a को उसकी मैग्नीट्यूड से डिवाइड कर दूं, ठीक है? देखो इसको ऐसे समझो, सपोज मेरा वेक्टर a है 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड एंड डायरेक्शन सपोज नॉर्थ, ठीक है? वेक्टर है तो डायरेक्शन होना चाहिए, तो डायरेक्शन मैंने डाल दी नॉर्थ. एंड magnitude of a, magnitude is number, so we know the number is 20 meter per second. So if I divide this children, then the magnitude will get cancelled and you will have magnitude 1. इसका magnitude क्या होगा? 1. And it is having direction, that is north, right? So if you want to find out the unit vector of any vector that is given to you, what you will do? You will just divide the given vector by its magnitude. उसको आप उसके magnitude से divide करो and what you will get? You will get a unit vector, right children? So this is it. This is your unit vector. So you can obtain your unit vector by dividing the vector by its magnitude, and unit vector is always shown with a cap over the vector's head. So a unit vector is unitless, it's dimensionless, right? But it is represents, it shows you only direction. Direction दिखाता है. So in your Cartesian coordinate system, we know x-axis, we are aware about the y-axis, we are aware about the z-axis. So in this x, y, z axis, also we are having unit vectors. The vector in the direction of x-axis whose magnitude is 1, जिसकी magnitude कैसी है बेटा? 1 unit, उसको बोलते हैं I cap. y एक्सिस में भी एक ऐसा यूनिट वेक्टर है जिसकी मैग्नीट्यूड कितनी है बेटा? 1, और जिसका डायरेक्शन क्या है? अलोंग y एक्सिस. उसका नाम है बेटा j कैप. कैप आ रहा है ना सबके ऊपर, मींस सब यूनिट वेक्टर्स है. Similarly, in z axis also there is a unit vector that is in the direction of z, that is k cap. So I cap, j cap and k cap, I cap, j cap This is I cap, J cap and K cap are the unit vectors along the x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. Right, children? So remember, along x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, I cap, J cap and K cap are the unit vectors. Okay, chalo. Now I need to tell you about 2 to 3 vectors more, and they are your after unit vectors. Here we are going to talk about some angle. So if we are measuring the angle between two vectors, how we are going to measure them, right? So angle between two vectors is that when they are joined from head to head or they are joined from tail to tail. Suppose you here in this figure you see this is our vector A. Now this is our vector B. Now here the head, here you can see the arrow of vector A and the tail of vector B are connected. So this 120 degree is not the angle between these two vectors. No. Angle find करना है if between two vectors you need to join their either head to head join करना है आपको or you need to join them tail to tail. So when you are joining the vectors tail to tail, here you can see the vectors A and B, we have joined them tail to tail. How? Nothing we have done. ये जो A vector है, we are displacing this vector. We are just moving this vector forward. अगर हम इस vector को यहाँ से आगे move कर लें, magnitude change नहीं करनी है, उसे just pick this vector, pick up this vector A, उठाओ और यहाँ पे रख दो, right? So the angle between the vector A and B is 60 degree, right children? In this PPT, I need to include two more vectors. First is, over here is co-initial vectors. Co-initial, just a second. Co-initial vectors. Okay, so it is co-initial vectors. Co-initial vectors. Co means same, initial means their initial point is same, right children? So co-initial vectors are those vectors if their initial point is same, if they are drawn from the same point. For example, this is my origin. From origin I am drawing a vector. This is my vector A, this is OP, and from origin O I am drawing another vector, and suppose that vector is B. So here you can see vector A and B, their initial point is common, it is same. So when their initial points are same, the vectors are said to be co-initial vectors, right children? Next are collinear vectors. This you have done in your maths. Collinear means they are acting, collinear vectors means they are acting along the same straight line, right? For example, let me write the name, collinear vectors. Suppose I draw here the vector A, here this is my vector B. This is vector A, this is vector B. So as you can see that children, their direction is same. Their direction is along the same parallel line. Their magnitude beta may be equal or may not be equal. उस पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? Equal होगी तो ठीक है, नहीं equal होगी तो भी collinear vectors तो होंगे, because collinear, why they are collinear? Because they are in the same line. They are acting along the same parallel line. Right children, if it is like this, vector A, vector B, still here also their direction is same. Yes, so these are your collinear vectors. Right children? So these were the basic terms of your, these were the basic terms of your vectors.